Hey guys, JC here. Today we're going to talk about surviving the zombie apocalypse, and the topic today is clothing. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. Obviously, as you can see, I am in very standard issue military grade clothing. Nothing super special about it. As you can see, there are no army patches on me at all, and it is because I have not been in the army, which was kind of the main thing. Whenever I bought these, they actually came with patches, and I removed them because I'm not looking to try and act like I've been in the army when I have not. I use these specifically for hunting, and for the zombie apocalypse, they're perfect. These clothes are they're thick, they're sturdy, they're strong, they're built to last through the weather. So these are definitely highly recommended in my mind. They allow plenty of air to enter, so there's definitely breathing. In all honesty, they do whenever you're going through the zombie apocalypse, as I believe I said it in my other video, maybe not. One of your issues you're going to have with the zombie apocalypse are going to be other people. So whenever you're dealing with other people who are a little, let's just say crazy, I guess that's probably one of the easiest ways to just go ahead and put it. They're crazy. These are people who are insane. Their mind was not able to cope well with the zombie apocalypse, and so they're constantly in a panic. Or the other type of people you're going to be running into are going to be the people who they do very well in the zombie apocalypse, and they want to kill anybody that they find and take whatever they've got. So what I'm going to, one of the benefits of wearing this kind of an outfit, and like I said, I have not been in the Army before, so for anybody who has been in the Army that's watching this video, this is absolutely, I have complete and total respect for the Army. I have not been. I wish that I had whenever I turned 18, but I am married now, have 2 kids, and my wife will not let me go. And yes, for all of you out there who want to make fun of that, is absolutely true. I am whipped. But that doesn't change the fact that I do wear it proudly. I have been in law enforcement. I worked at a prison for a while. I was a guard there. So I've definitely dealt with the crap that I guess you could say is the worst part of society, at least here in America. I've definitely dealt with some pretty messed up stuff, but once again have not ever actually worked for the armed forces. Over here, keep my 9mm, very easy to hold there. I have my knife right here. But as I was saying, one of the great things about this is that it does give you a symbol of authority. People will look at you, unless they're ex-military. When you're in the zombie apocalypse, you're going to run across some people, and if you run across one of these people that are thinking, we'll just kill them and take their stuff, and they see you in this outfit, that actually could cause them to kind of be a little hesitant to do that, because they're thinking, okay, this person looks like they could be ex-military, they're probably well armed, and they probably are going to be a bigger threat to us, and it most likely will not be worth attacking them, which is your hope. You hopefully in the zombie apocalypse, you're one of the people like me who you're going to mainly be focused on surviving. You're going to want to just live, find yourself a safe place, be safe, protect your family, protect your friends, whatever you can do. And then, sure, you know, get in some zombie killing time, but spend most of your day, you know, just living your life. So this is definitely a good way to deter some pretty messed up people that might want to cause harm to you or your family. So I would definitely recommend getting clothing like this, or at least something very similar, some very sturdy material. Even a good sturdy jacket, a leather jacket or something, would be good. And if you're like me, right now actually it's actually pretty cold outside, or at least not cold. It feels good. It's supposed to be in the 40s right now outside, but this is a rare moment for Texas. I live just on the outside of Houston, so Houston is a very hot place, so being outside all day in this does get very hot. But in the zombie apocalypse, just a quick tip for everybody, head north. Get to colder climates. Usually, at least from, obviously we've all seen movies, and everyone can, you know, try and speculate and say that certain rules are real, certain rules wouldn't be, but we don't really know. The only thing that we can know is that most likely if it slows us down, it slows them down too. The difference is that we can be prepared for it. So I would absolutely recommend getting to colder climates. In all honesty, mountains would be excellent. Get up into a mountain. It's gonna be a great place to be. There's plenty of food, plenty of live animals out there that you can hunt. There's gonna be tons of stuff, which actually brings me real quick, just before I jump onto the hunting thing. I would recommend getting one of these. This is a neoprene face mask, just so that you guys can see. Obviously you can see the holes in it and everything. It's actually a pretty intelligent little deal, and I'm putting it on upside down like an idiot. So very effective. Could easily wear this out. Main thing is, whenever you're killing zombies, blood is going to be splattering, and this will protect blood from getting in your mouth. Obviously, you're going to be wanting to wear some goggles or some glasses or eye protection so that the blood doesn't get into your eyes, because most likely that will cause the exact same effect as that if it gets into an open wound. It gets into your system and it could infect you, which obviously we all know the infection basically is just a sickness that ends up basically killing your body, and then you once again rise from the dead. But in a much more likely zombie apocalypse, the people are not actually dead. It's just that most of their brain has shut down to just the basic instincts, and they are as good as dead. So that's most likely what it is, and you obviously don't want to be that any more than you want to be a dead corpse walking around trying to eat your friend's family. But let's go ahead and get to the hunting real quick. As I said, I have a 9mm, and I did talk about it in my other videos about having different weapons and stuff, and obviously a bow and an arrow are going to be your absolutely most effective hunting weapons. They are very quiet, obviously, do not create a huge loud noise that could draw zombies from around. So I would absolutely recommend having a bow and arrow. And a bow, I do not have a bow made here. Obviously, you guys in my other video, you can see the bow I have. For the arrows I use just those nice aluminum arrows that you can buy at Academy or whatever. You know, very good sturdy arrows. Let me go ahead and show you real quick something that I have made. This is an arrow made out of river cane. This right here is duct tape. I've just kind of taken two pieces of duct tape, laid them flat, or laid one flat, laid the bamboo on top of it, then laid the other one over it, and then just got a nice good seam, and then just cut around it to give myself a good fin. Obviously you can see there is no point, no tip in there. I do have little standard arrowheads, just the little tip ones with points that are good for hunting small game and for target practice. Those fit in here excellently because, as you can see, it is hollow inside. You put it in, make sure it's a good, nice, snug fit. If you have some kind of glue, JB Weld, or just some kind of good sturdy glue, put it in there before, and then put the tip in there, and that'll help. And then the next thing you can use, you can actually take a small strip of duct tape and wrap it around and give it a nice, good, tight hold. So what I actually need to do with this is I need to give it a good sanding down. I have fired this a couple of times, and it does fly straight. Very effective. Obviously, just I don't know if you guys can see a little notch in the arrow, back of the arrow right there, so my string can get in there. But these are excellent. Down here in Texas, we have a ton of this, and so there may be some places where y'all are at that you cannot you cannot find this, because like I said, I mean, you can look at this. This is naturally straight. I mean, this is excellent stuff for arrows. And river cane grows so stinking fast. It is crazy how fast this stuff grows. So it's so it definitely will be a very beneficial weapon to have. And if you can get a really sturdy, thick one, I don't have any thicker ones. I actually, whenever I went, I only grabbed ones about this size that I could turn into arrows. But there definitely were some really good thick ones there that was about 1 inch thick. Getting one of those and then giving it a good point, which actually I could do that if I wanted, just take a knife and just kind of get this going until I had just a nice good point on it. I could use that, but I prefer to use the arrowheads. They're cheap, very inexpensive, very easy to use, and they're my preference. So anyway, these are definitely excellent for hunting. And I'll definitely get a video up showing an example of it if people, whoops, hit myself in the face there. If people are interested, just so that you can see just how effective they actually are. The one thing I'd recommend is that if you're doing this, be very careful not to try not to shoot anything hard with them. These are definitely good for shooting at targets, and they're excellent at shooting at small game. You could even shoot a large game if you give yourself a good point on it, a good tip. But like I said, I use them only for small game. I use my good arrows for bigger game. But you give these things a good tip, and you get them in there nice and good with some glue or with some duct tape or something. Give it a really good tight fit, and they're gonna do you proud. What I need to do is I actually need to sand this down, just give it just that much more of a smooth feel to it, so there's because there's still little bumps going along it. But anyway, so that's today's zombie survival video. Clothing and how just simple little arrows that you can make out of river cane should you ever either run out of arrows or just don't have the money to go buy some and you wanna have some on hand. I would absolutely recommend getting river cane. So, alright guys, well that's it for today. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns or anything like that, just post a comment on the video. Otherwise, you can reach me at jcssurvival@yahoo.com, and I will talk to y'all later. Alright, bye.